if I was a global allocator of capital and I had £500 million to allocate to real estate, who are the people, what property, and which place would you look to allocate that capital?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of people, I would say I want to invest in the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, the hardworking people that have grit and are, running their own businesses. Which then leads to, the places. Well, okay, I mean, as you've probably picked up from things that I've talked about, this service industrial space that we're active in, all these small business owners, plumbers, electricians, contractors, like the heart of a community. In the retail space, a lot of these local shops that this is their lifeblood, their blood, sweat, and tears into these businesses. And we've seen how it's performed during downturns. They're going to do whatever they can to keep their businesses. This is their livelihoods. And so, those are the kind of the peoples and the sort of places that I want to invest in. It's the heart, the lifeblood of a community. So again, in terms of specific locations, it's going to be in that heart of a community where you've got density, good amount of population, some growth, and those peoples and shops and businesses are interconnected, right into the fabric of a community. They become essential. They become mission critical to that community. In any time of market, where there's any kind of change and dislocation, that essential kind of mission critical need is very defensive. You're going to be able to keep your properties full. The businesses are going to keep running. And this is sort of, certainly in the States, it's a, there's an entrepreneurial culture. And so if a tenant doesn't work out, you lose a tenant, there's always someone who wants to be in that community and providing services to that community. So that's just sort of how I view it, and again, with 500 million pounds or dollars, that's a good amount of capital to invest in these small buildings. So I would definitely do it in both. So it's like the essential service retail and that service industrial.
It's like what, like car mechanics, it's plumbers, it's electricians, it's tradespeople.
Exactly.
It's those smaller, mom and pop type businesses that are essential, where you can really partner with your occupier to drive value and improve their business, and in turn doing so, appreciation, income, and overall total returns.
Yeah, that's great. I like that you use that word partner as well, because that is a little bit different in these sorts of properties and communities. Is that one tenant, they want to find another. It is a community. They want to have their neighbors who they share these truck courts with and are right next to, be like-minded or complementary businesses. And they'll bring other businesses. Hey, I'm, doing marble and stone. I want to be next to my guy who does all the woodworking because we're going to work on all these projects together. And you do see that. Same thing with retail. You want that complementary tenant mix, and good quality tenants. And just having a role of, beyond just being the investor, but having a role of, helping create that sort of micro community at the property, which then, is impactful and benefits the surrounding community. There's a lot of things I love about this business, obviously delivering returns and results for our investors, but as we've talked about, it still comes back to also the people having an impact on how you can improve a community by maybe you're just cleaning some things up. Your capital is not only going to deliver a return to investors, but you're going to improve a micro community at a property, which is going to then help improve and contribute to a broader community that you're investing in.